Here we are at the site of Cleanout number 1.
Look at that, she's got some beautiful fish in there. God, they look good.
Sun's out, guns out. Boom, look at that thing. That looks sweet. Wow. People are gonna love it, or they're gonna really have to go to the bathroom bad. This is one of my favorite installs from about 4 years ago. It's a nice little pond into a pondless. We're gonna get this thing cleaned out. Good morning. We have a fun-filled day ahead of us. First, we're going to be setting up a patio pond display for the Geneva Garden Club fundraiser luncheon that they're having today at Eagle Brook Country Club. We are donating a silent auction item of a patio pond with a little toucan spitter. So we're going to set that up so that people can actually see what it looks like in their own backyard or on their patio or on their balcony. We'll dress that up with some plants, get that thing up and running. We want people to be able to understand what a patio pond is. So that's the reason we're setting it up, so that they can visualize it and then bid on it. The reason we're doing this for the Geneva Garden Club is we really want to engage them. They're a neighboring city of St. Charles, our home base. More importantly, a lot of the people involved in the Geneva Garden Club are actually Aquascape customers. So we want to be able to support them just like they have supported us over the years. When we're done with that, Emmanuel and I are going to jump onto cleanouts that are going to be for 2 of our maintenance package customers today. It's a great way for us to be able to keep our customers' water features pristine and quote-unquote party ready, as Brian likes to say, 24/7. It's a bi-weekly service that we offer. So today we're going to be starting up those ponds and then getting them ready for the season that lies ahead, as far as us being able to maintain them and take care of them for our customers. We're going to rock this patio pond and get going.
Ready? It's pretty nice in there. I guess we'll...
Looks like a freaking wedding in here. Gorgeous. Yeah. That is a wrap. Item number 1 on the agenda, done. Patio pond display. Boom, look at that thing. That looks sweet. Wow. People are gonna love it, or they're gonna really have to go to the bathroom bad. Here we are at the site of Cleanout number 1. Sun's out, guns out. This is one of my favorite installs from about 4 years ago. It's a nice little pond into a pondless. It just is really, really nice. Got a nice little waterfall back behind me. See, the pond itself is decent size, and then it overflows back behind me over into there. So we're gonna get this thing cleaned out. Bye. Look at that, boom! He's so efficient. He's like an animal, he's a machine. There it is. You can see the pond below me is just full and caked of crap. I actually love the pond this way because it makes it super, super easy to clean all that crap up. It literally just kind of rolls up like a carpet as you pull it away from the rock and gravel. That's where we're at. We're gonna get all this stuff picked up, put it into buckets, throw it into the back of the truck. Then we're gonna hop over to pressure washing. Now we're down to the rinsing part of the job. This is where the fun stuff happens. You get all that fine sediment that collects down on the bottom after pressure washing, rinse it down, get it into that trash pump and get it out of here so that when we fill this thing back up, it's crystal clean. Objective number 2. Done. We're just cranking stuff out today. Everything turned out fantastic, as it always does. Water's a little bit murky because we kind of stirred it up when we turned the system back on. It is still filling. You can see the hose right there, just to top off the reservoir. All the rock and gravel's nice and clean. The dosing system's on, so it's already being treated with the water treatment. The ion gen we left off until the water temperature is raised to about 55, 60 degrees to where that can become effective. We don't want to waste the probe. The water's a little murky. That'll clear up in a couple days. The clients at this point should have to do absolutely nothing. You know, we're coming back in I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks to start the regular maintenance package. But until then, everything will be crystal clear. Why don't we get out of here and we'll move over to the next one. That can't always look like that. So here we are at location of cleanout number 2 today. You can see back behind me a little bit of the waterfall there. So let's go take a look.
We always ask our customers to leave the pump out for us in case they are not home, and to make sure that the water is turned on at the hose spigot. I did talk to Mary Linda on the phone. She said that both are all good. So there's our pump. Looks like our skimmer is located right there. So here it is, folks. Look at that. She's got some beautiful fish in there. So this one's budgeted for about 4.5 man hours total. I think Emmanuel and I can get it done in 2.5. What do you guys think? Think we can do it? Let's rock and roll. We'll get the water out, pick up all the debris, pressure wash, rinse it down, and get these huge healthy fish back in there. God, they look good.
We've got the water being drained into the collapsible tubs behind me. We're gonna start getting these pretty large fish out of here. A little hard to see, but they have quite a few pretty decent sized fish, anywhere from 14 inches up to, gosh, there's one in there that's almost 2 feet long. It's important to remember that this can be somewhat stressful for the fish, moving them from their home over there in the pond into the holding tanks. Now, a couple things to consider is, one, you want to get as much of that water from the pond, which is their natural environment that they're accustomed to living to, into the holding tanks, and then also start to supplement it with some of the tap water. So you're basically floating the fish at this point by mixing in some of that tap water slowly with their original water. Also, you could see the top water agitation there. I threw the de-icer pump, or the bubbler pump that was in the pond over the winter, in here. And the reason I put that in there is to turn that water over, create that dissolved oxygen, so that the fish aren't nearly as stressed out as if it were a static environment for them. The last thing I'm going to do is, because these fish are so huge, is I'm going to put a net over the top of this whole tank. Even though there's still probably a foot of space left in this tank, I'm going to put a net over it, because these huge fish, you know, can create an enormous amount of velocity and literally jump out of this tank even as empty as it is right now. So I don't want any of these fish to, you know, try and pull a suicide mission on me and jump out of the tank while we're doing the clean out. So just some of the different ways that we protect these fish while they're outside of their natural environment. Alright, so just like that, we've got our net down. These fish should be safe and sound while we're in there cleaning the pond. Okay, so pond cleanout's a wrap on pond cleanout number 2. All 3 agenda items are finished for the day. Just wanted to kind of show you where we left things. You can see the size of some of those fish that we pulled out of there. There ended up being 10 16 to 20 inch, 24 inch fish in there. A little bit of airborne debris that is collected on the top of the pond. We'll take a net to it real quick before we leave. But we've got it filling the rest of the way up. The reason the water is a little discolored, we used as much of that harvestable water as we could from the original pond to put back in, so that we didn't stress the fish out or minimize the amount of stress that the fish, especially these large fish, have to go through when doing a clean out. That water will clear up in a couple of days. We've got the IonGen and dosing system plugged in, or installed rather. The IonGen is going to remain off until the water raises in temperature, but the dosing system is on, so we can get that bacteria starting to colonize to help clean up this water and reestablish this ecosystem again this year. There's that beautiful waterfalls. Now it's running. Turned out great. That's a wrap. Looks like a bunch of stuff. Ooh, there's booze.